The only thing I got to say is, how about them Cowboys, baby? We got the win, Cowboy Nation. We are the 2023 NFC East champions. We defeated the Washington Commanders 35-10 on the road. We did everything that I wanted us to do in this game. The turnovers on defense. We got 3 turnovers, an interception by Deron Bland, an interception by Donovan Wilson, and of course, the fumble recovery by Jordan Lewis. The only big loss in this game, which I'm hoping is not too serious, is Stephon Gilmore did get hurt earlier in the first half. Prayers out to him. Hopefully he's good to go next week when we take on the Green Bay Packers. That's right. You know, as hard as I've been on Mike McCarthy, I've been hard on him. I'm not the biggest fan of Mike McCarthy, but I am sure going to be rooting for him next week. He's playing his old team in Dallas. The Cowboys were going to be the number 2 seed going into the playoffs. That's all I got to say there. The offense did a great job. Dak Prescott did have an interception. It was tipped. Kind of his fault, but not really. You know, it's one of those things that happens. But overall, he had a great game. He had 4 touchdown passes. 2 of them to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, man. Oh, I love CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is, in my opinion, the best wide receiver in the league. He's top 3 easily. Richard Sherman and all those haters are looking really, 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 really stupid right now after their comments on CeeDee Lamb, man. That they I laugh every time people say that he's not a true number 1. He leads the league in receiving yards and receiving receptions. Yeah, he's a true number 1. CeeDee Lamb is a truly elite player. One of the best receivers in the league. I think he's the best personally. CeeDee Lamb's awesome. Dak Prescott has had a great season this year. He had 36 touchdown passes on the year. What a turnaround. To lead the league in interceptions last season, to lead the league in touchdowns this season. The first time anybody's done that since 1946. Shout out to Dak Prescott. As hard as I've been on him on this channel, he had a really good season. Great season to him. Tony Pollard broke 1,000 yards. He had 70 yards rushing. He had a good game. Jake Ferguson, I told you guys that he was going to be better than Dalton Schultz, didn't I? I said Jake Ferguson was going to be better. I never doubted it for a second, and he's better. He had a great season. Shout out to Jake Ferguson. Brandon Cooks had a solid year. He had 8 touchdown catches. Didn't have the yards, as much yards as a lot of people may have expected, but he had a good season. The offense overall did a great job. Brandon Aubrey did miss 2 field goals. One of them was blocked, so I don't really blame him on that. Terrence Steele. But he did make a 50-yarder at the end, so I'm not too worried. You know, it happens. Get those misses out of the way, man. Don't be a Brett Maher is all I got to say. The offense did a great job. The defense did a great job in this game. They got pressure on Sam Howell like I wanted. They got 5 sacks. Micah Parsons got his 14th sack of the season, which is his career high. Shout out to him. Sam Williams got a sack. Dorrance Armstrong got a sack. Dante Fowler got a sack. Just sacks all around. We did exactly what we needed to do in this game. We stopped the run pretty well for the most part. Having big-time Hank back really, really helps us a lot. It makes a difference. By the way, he had 3 sacks for an interior defensive lineman, which is pretty good. Just saying. The only bad takeaway from this game is Stephon Gilmore got hurt. That's the only really bad thing about this game. That and the blocked field goal and the interception, they didn't really matter at the end of the day. Cowboys still came out on top. What an interesting turn of events. So, Cowboy Nation, defense did good, the offense did good. The running game finally got going today with Tony Pollard. I knew it could. They just had to utilize it the right way. Granted, we were going against a lot of backups on the Washington Commanders, just to be fair, but we were missing 2 starting offensive linemen ourselves. Just saying. And we didn't have Stephon Gilmore the second half of the game, so we were missing some starters too, but not as much as Washington has been. But still, we got the win. We took care of business, and even better, oh man, the Eagles, I don't know what happened to them, but they got blown away by the Giants. They probably weren't expecting us to lose this game, so maybe that's why. But man, that just made it 1,000 times better. But Cowboys, we're going to be playing the Green Bay Packers next week, probably on Saturday, I imagine, in Dallas. We are the NFC East champions. The season started today, and it needs to continue. The penalties, Mike McCarthy did a good job of disciplining the players today. I don't give him a lot of credit, but he did do a good job of that. We only got a handful of penalties today, so good job, Mike McCarthy, on that part. This was just a great win. We're the NFC East champions. We're 12-5 for the third straight season, Cowboy Nation. First time we've done that in a long time. But again, doesn't mean anything if we don't have anything to show for it. We got to go in with this momentum into the playoffs. We definitely got to get stronger in the run defense. We did a good job today. We still got to get better. The run offense has to get better. Green Bay is very strong in pass offense. Their pass defense is where they're strong. Their run defense is where they're weaker. We need to go in with that game plan. But great win. We took care of business. We did what we needed to do. Cowboys are the 2023 NFC East champions, number 2 seed. We'll play Green Bay next week. And that's all I got to say. And all I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? I'll catch you guys later. Peace.